Hello everybody, welcome back to Matty Reacts, the channel where we take a look at things we've never watched or listened to before. And we're picking up on something new on the channel, purely because I think this is the first song that this band has released since I started this channel. And this is Muse, Unravelling. Now, I'm not the hugest fan of Muse. I don't tend to listen to their albums an awful lot. I did listen to their last album, or what I think was the last album, and I've obviously heard the singles and the famous songs. And I do like a lot of their stuff. You know, we've got a few in jokes in my friend group about a couple of the Muse songs that we play whenever, you know, they tend to be on whenever we're in the same place. And I've not heard what this song sounds like or what it's about, but the rumblings I have heard of are that people like this song. So I'm quite looking forward to seeing what we've got with this. Now, obviously, Muse, they can talk about some stuff. They tend to talk a lot about conspiracies, and they're very Big Brother-ish, 1984-ish, in a lot of their stuff, which was why Matt Bellamy was involved with the music for the Audible version of 1984 that was recently released, and it fit perfectly. So I'm wondering what this is going to be. It's an official lyric video, just the way I like it, so that I can follow what's being said. And let's take a look at Unravelling by Muse. Yeah, you've got that sort of synth-wavy electro that they love. So Matt Bellamy's just got one of the most unique and voices in the business. Like, you hear a Matt Bellamy song, you know it's a Matt Bellamy song, right? And this follows a formula that Muse have used a lot of times, which is, you know, there's this synth wavy electro building up in the background. The vocals start, you know, low and sort of mesmerizing, and he likes to do the vocal flips where he goes into the higher notes, but I'm not really bothered if it's been done. It still sounds good to me. Here we go. This is the bit we're waiting for. Oh. Yeah, I mean, if ever there was a rock act that was made for stadiums, it's Muse, isn't it? He's got such a good belting voice, and when, you know, they drop into choruses like this, it's just so evident. I think lyric wise, it's expected. It's the sort of stuff you'd expect him to feel, to talk about. Sorry, in Muse songs, about feeling like you're trapped in amber, that you're an insect, you're a static hum, and then when he gets to the chorus and it says it's unraveling, and then there's the big explosion of sound. I guess that's a commentary on how they hope to open people's eyes with their music. Now, I don't actually know how much of Muse's music is a character and how much the band believe in. But either way, I think it represents either that character or their beliefs quite well in terms of what they're talking about in this song, and sort of from an audio perspective, very good song, very good song. Thought it was overthrown last time. Are we going to get a solo? I want a good solo. Breakdown. And a solo. Very nice. Very 80s tone in that guitar solo as well. Oh, nice. Yeah, what a song. I think that was a really good return to form. Not that I think they were ever out of form for Muse. I think it was a good song to come back with. I think it represents everything you would expect from a Muse song. Sometimes people would say that's a bad thing. I think that sometimes it is a good thing. I think especially if a band hasn't done an album in a few years, having the first song back be something that's quite familiar isn't necessarily the worst thing in the world. It'd be interesting to see what the rest of the album sounds like, or the rest of whatever project this comes from sounds like. But in terms of this particular song, I thought it was very well put together. I thought it was very well produced. I thought that it was very well structured. And I think that obviously Matt Bellamy's voice always just brings everything together. He's got such a unique and recognizable voice. It's insane. But yeah, thank you very much for dropping by, and I'll see you again for another reaction video very soon.